Hi, it's Andrea Dancing Star. I got my computer to work. I'm always so proud of myself because I'm an Aquarius, but I really know nothing about technology. I just mess with things and I push buttons. Sometimes I read until it works. You want to know what was wrong with my camera? I didn't have it facing me the whole time. The whole time I had it facing outwards, and I don't have a camera on the outside. So it was a black screen. Such a bonehead. Such a bonehead. But, I am good at tarot. And so we're going to do tarot. We're going to do tarot for the astrological sign of Aquarius. It's going to be fun. I've got some oracle cards here. I got the Lunar Nomad Oracle. I've got my pretty pink deck of cards. I've got other cards too that I've been using, but I thought I'd change it up, Why not? Let's change it up. Let's make it fun. I am recording this on my last day off so that I can have a video to post for my loyal followers, my loyal subscribers, my loyal tribe until I get to my days off, and then I can go live again. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me out. It's free. I can answer questions for you. If you are subscribed, you'll get a notification when I go live. Just jump into the live stream and ask me a question and I will answer it for you. It'll be fun. We have a good time. It's nice people. We have cats. She's not there anymore. They're all behind me. We have cats here. We love cats. Like this video. Share it. Share it with your friends. Let's try to get more people in here. We do a lot of Aquarius readings, but if you have a request for any other sign, let me know and I will do a reading for that sign. I'm thinking I'll probably go ahead and do like a Cancer reading 1 or 2 more times just because we're in Cancer season. Or if another sign just kind of shows up in the Aquarius reading, I'll probably stop and do a reading for that sign as well. So, welcome. It's fun. It's free. Okay. Let's start with the Lunar Nomad Oracles. Let's just talk about currently, it's full moon today. It's the full moon today. It's July 10th. It's the buck moon, and it is the farthest and the lowest moon of the year. So that's pretty interesting. The farthest and the lowest. So when I hear low, I'm just thinking it's going to be like basically along the horizon. I could be wrong, but that's how I think it's going to be. We'll see. It's going to be one of those cool daytime moons too. So I think it's going to be in the sky by 4:31 p.m. Just interesting. But yeah, let's talk about Aquarius. Black cats. We like cats. I have an orange and black and white cat, but I really feel like the orange side of her wins because she is sassy. She's very sassy. Yeah. So full moon, full buck moon, astrological sign of Aquarius. What lunar nomad oracle do I need to show to my Aquarius friends out here? What lunar nomad oracle do I need to show to my Aquarius friends? Let's see. These are big cards, so let's see. If one does not fall out, I'm going to take the top card. And 2 fell out. Okay. So, aura, right here. It's number 37. I always think of David Bowie when I see this card. It's not the Starman deck, but it's just very much like Starman David Bowie vibes. The aura, that's, what glows all around you. That's your energy. That's on the bottom of the deck. So tying all of these cards together is your aura. So really, in reality, I guess in 2025, people are more accepting of the idea of auras. But let's say like 20 years ago, not many people were like, yeah, I believe in auras. Yeah, I can see auras. Yeah, I know about auras. They weren't like that. Also, you can get an aura before you have a seizure and before you have a migraine. So, but it's kind of a different aura. And we're not talking about seizures or migraines here, but aura. Now we are getting into this like more enlightened, it's more accepted, Eastern medicine, spirituality, the spirituality of everything, of humans, our aura, ourself, healing other people. It's just becoming more accepted. It's becoming more known. People are actually taking it seriously, and it's actually a real thing. So your aura, it always tells people who you are before you get there and while you're there. But your aura, it can precede you, and it can precede you in a good way. It can precede you in a negative way. And just as more people are getting more and more educated on spirituality, they're becoming more aware of people's auras. So I know now that the energy that I feel from a person when I first meet them or I talk to them, if their words don't match their energy, obviously I notice that right off the bat. But I notice the energy, and I believe the energy more than I believe the words, even more than I believe the actions, because the energy doesn't lie. And the more that you trust it, the more it's not going to let you down. Okay? Energy doesn't lie. So this person is quite obviously covered in like butterfly wings. There is light coming out of their hands. This person is just completely alive in the universe, completely alive. Blood is flowing, connected, part of it, transformed into it. It's got rainbow colors. There's a crown on this person's head. And let's see. So the back, it's like really highlighted right back here. The cerebellum, that is like highlighted and exposed. So that's telling me that this person trusts their intuition above anything else. And that is literally so smart. So smart. This right here, I've been buying these really awesome beets from the farmer's market, and they're, when I cut them, they're like this. And they're so delicious. And so that kind of makes me just want to say, like, make sure you're eating really healthy. If you have a farmer's market in your area, go to it. Buy yourself some farm fresh veggies. Support your local community, your local farmers, and feed your brain, feed your body, because what you eat, you become. And I'm pretty sure the only person who wants to go out with a Big Mac is Foodie Beauty. Okay? We don't want that. So I'm obviously going to read the book. I'm just kind of telling you my intuitions on this, on these cards first, because it's been a hot minute since I used these, and they've got some pretty in-depth definitions and meanings. So this might be kind of a long reading. I hope that you can hang with me and deal with it and put up with me. Some people I think will enjoy it. Bouquet and cross. Okay. So I can tell you right now, cross. What does that card make you think of? I think of Jesus on the cross. I also think of the phrase, your cross to bear, my cross to bear. 36, that goes to the number 9. So in numerology, you add the numbers together until you get a single number. So 3 plus 6 is 9. That's the last number in the life cycle. In numerology, you go back to 0. 37 is aura. 3 plus 7 is 10. 1 plus 0, 1 to the beginning. So we're at the end. It's almost like, I feel like, and with this bouquet is just beautiful. It's exactly what it looks like. It really is. It's a beautiful bouquet of flowers. It's fragrant. It makes you happy. Like, looking at these flowers probably makes you happy just a little bit. But look, right there, there's 2 people. There's a man and a woman. They're kind of like superimposed onto this photo. There's a sweetness between them, but it's kind of like they're not completely, they're almost like ghosts. They're almost like ghosts. And then we have the cross to bear. So my personal intuition on all of these cards for the astrological sign of Aquarius is there was something that was very tough that was your cross to bear. There was almost like you were kind of like sacrificed in some way. You had no idea what you were doing or what you were getting yourself into when you entered into this thing that changed you forever. Because this woman is completely dressed in white, completely pure, completely innocent. She had no idea. She's got a look of shock on her face. It's almost like whatever has happened to this woman made her kind of a shell of herself. And there was this moment of her that it was this situation, this cross to bear, this sacrifice changed her forever. It changed her completely forever, and it froze her in time. There's a part of her that was frozen in time. Now, I feel like this has been a burden. This has been a very difficult thing to come to grips with, to forget about, to heal from. But I feel like these cards are telling you and telling me that you're finding a sweetness and you're finding a beauty in that moment. Like, you've gone through so many steps of healing from this situation, and you will never go back to being that same person before because you learned too much. You learned too much. You had to go through this. It was not fun. It was not fun, but you had to go through this in order to become the amazing human that you are now. You know, some people like to call it ascending. I don't know enough about ascension, but I know about transcendence, and that's exactly what you've done. You've transcended this situation that was most likely meant to like crucify you and leave you dead. You know, just a memory. And actually, it did the complete opposite. It did the complete opposite. But you still have the memory of who you were when it happened to you. Okay. So, thank goodness they go in order, in chronological order. These cards are not in chronological order. I do know how to count. But when I'm looking in the book, that's what I mean. So, bouquet, number 9. Let's see what it says. Gifts, offering, affection, encouragement, happiness, and aesthetic. Okay, so a curtain parts, revealing a beautiful, exuberant bloom. Luscious roses burst with soft velvet petals and spill into the room with sweet and sensuous perfume. The atmosphere is grand, elegant fabrics, carved statues, and the blushing flowers of a soft canary, apricot, and coral. The dramatic vessel holds the bouquet, gives the impression that this is a gesture of deep love, affection, and admiration. Okay, so an offering of flowers warms the heart and lifts the spirit. So possibly, Aquarius, are you going to be getting flowers today? Because it kind of seems that way. It says, celebrate the arrival of goodness in your life with the bouquet. You are being given a gift. Expect blessings and gestures of kindness. Look for moments of beauty and be sure to luxuriate in the finer things. While the bouquet blooms, glowing and robust, the charm of passion remains. In times of darkness, the bouquet offers light. Melancholy haze will soon fade in the healing aura of the bouquet. Pain and depression are healed with this potent vitality. Make space for your healing. Grieve whatever losses you felt and let love in. Uninspired days burst into creative genius when the bouquet arrives. Pay attention to the little details, the sweet scents, and the colors that stand out to you. Your muse will soon whisper in your gentle ear gentle directions that plant the seeds for beauty to grow. Allow the bouquet to be an affirmation of love, affection, and goodness in your life. Expect beauty all around you, and it will come.